Today is the day. We're finally going to Disneyland. We had to catch the super fast Shinkansen all the way from Osaka to Tokyo. I still can't believe how smooth these trains are. It seriously feels like you're flying on the ground. Then we jumped onto the Disney Resort line, and that's when it really started to feel real. Even the train is Disney themed. I was getting so excited because our hotel was only one stop away. As soon as we walked inside the Toy Story hotel, wow, it honestly felt like we'd shrunk down to the size of Andy's toys. Everywhere you looked, there were giant toys, bright colours and fun little details. And then, our room. It was so cool. Every little thing was Toy Story themed. I could have spent ages just looking around because there were little surprises everywhere. We were greeted with little house slippers that we got to take home as a souvenir. Okay, can we just talk about how amazing this place looks at night? During the day, it already looked really cool. But once the sun went down, it turned into something completely different. All the lights came on and suddenly it felt like we walked straight into Andy's backyard. Everywhere we looked, there were giant Toy Story characters. Buzz Lightyear looked like he was ready to blast off into space. Jessie looked like she was about to start dancing. This place is incredible. If you're staying at the Toy Story Hotel, don't just go straight to bed. Make sure you come outside at night because I actually think it looks even better once all the lights are on. This has to be one of the coolest hotel entrances we've ever seen, and it makes us even more excited for our first day of Disneyland! And then, somehow it got even better. We got to stay in a Beauty and the Beast room. It seriously looked like we'd walked into the movie. The decorations were beautiful and there were so many little details to find. I don't think I've ever get bored staying here. If you're a Beauty and the Beast fan, you're going to love this room. The colours were really fancy with lots of gold and blue, and there were little details everywhere. I kept spotting new things every time I looked around. It wasn't just a normal hotel room, it actually felt like a Disney experience all by itself. One of my favourite parts was looking at all the artwork and decorations on the walls. It was almost like they were telling the story from the movie without anyone even saying a word. The beds looked super comfy and I couldn't wait to jump on them after such a big travel day. We also had a great view outside, and even just looking out the window made it feel like we were staying somewhere really special. I think Disney is so clever because they don't just make the theme parks magical, they even make the hotels feel like you're still inside the stories. I kept asking my mum and dad, did you see this? Because every few seconds I'd noticed another hidden detail. There were little touches everywhere that made the room feel really elegant, just like the Beast's castle. I don't know about you, but if I lived here, I'd probably never want to check out. I'd just keep exploring because there's always something new to find. This was definitely one of the coolest hotel rooms we've ever stayed in, and it made us even more excited to finally head into Disneyland the next morning. After what felt like forever, we finally made it into Disneyland. I don't even know how to explain it. I was smiling before we'd even gone through the gates. Our very first stop was inside Cinderella's castle. We climbed into these giant enchanted teacups, and then the adventure really began. The teacups started spinning so smoothly that it felt like we're floating through the Beast's castle. Everywhere we looked, there was something incredible to see, and I didn't know whether to look at Mum, Dad, our teacup, or everything happening around us. Then we turned to the corner, and there was Belle and Beast dancing together in the huge ballroom, just like in the movie. It was so beautiful. When our teacup was gently spinning around them, it felt like we were a part of the famous dance instead of just watching it. The music was playing, the lights were sparkling, and everything looked so magical that for a second I almost forgot we were even on a ride. It honestly felt like Disneyland had brought the movie to life right in front of us. I think this has to be one of the most beautiful rides I've ever been on, and we were only just getting started. Here we went through another room where the beast was up on the castle walls and Belle was holding her horse. It looked so real, I almost expected them to start talking. Take a moment to experience what we started to experience. Next, we headed over to the Monsters Inc. and I was so excited because this isn't just any ride. It's like you're actually helping Mike and Sully on a real monster mission. As soon as we got inside, it felt like we'd stepped straight into Monstropolis. There were monster signs everywhere, funny little details, and it looked just like the city from the movie. Then we hopped into our ride vehicle, grabbed our flashlights, and the adventure began. The whole idea is to shine your light around and help find all the monsters hiding throughout the factory. Everyone in our car was looking in completely different directions because there were monsters popping up absolutely everywhere. My favorite part was seeing Mike Wazowski and Sully. They're even cooler in real life. Well, Disney real life. It honestly felt like they could jump right out of the movie and start talking to us. The ride wasn't scary at all, which made it really fun for our whole family. There were lots of laughs, loads of surprises, and so many little details that you'd probably notice something new every time you ride it. By the time it was over, I didn't want to get off. I could have gone around again straight away. And just when we thought Disneyland couldn't get any cooler, we walked into Toontown. It honestly felt like we jumped inside a real-life cartoon. Nothing looked normal. The houses were all wonky, the fences were bent, the lampposts looked like they were wobbling, and even the trees looked funny. Everywhere we looked, there were bright colours, silly little details, and things that made us laugh. It wasn't one of those places where you could just walk through really quickly. We kept stopping because every few steps there was something new to look at. Then we finally arrived at Minnie's house, and it was even cuter than I imagined. Walking through the front door felt like Minnie had just popped out to the shops and would be back any minute. Every inside matched her personality. There were pink bows, polka dots, flowers, and the cutest furniture everywhere. My favourite room was definitely the kitchen. It looked like Minnie had been baking something delicious just before we arrived. Next up was the Baymax ride, and this one was so much fun. The second the music started, everyone was smiling. After that, it was time for Splash Mountain. We floated along through all the funny scenes, but we knew what was coming. That huge drop. We were trying to guess when it would happen, and then whoosh, down we went. Then we found the perfect spot to watch the parade. Seeing all the Disney characters dancing, waving and driving past was so cool. And then something really funny happened. We met the Green Army Men from Toy Story. They never stop acting like real soldiers. They were marching around, giving commands and making everyone laugh. It honestly felt like Andy's toys had escaped from his bedroom and come to Disneyland.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。
Okay, let's go.